Hello everyone and welcome to Meme History, the only show that interviews people 100,000 times their size to question them about dead memes. This episode, in my descent into madness, we have an interview with none other than the man himself, Chills, aka the Burger King foot lettuce guy. But that's neither here nor there. Actually, it's there. But please watch the rest of the video. So without further ado, let us travel into the world of Burger King foot lettuce. Now, the title of Burger King foot lettuce can refer to two entirely separate events split by a length of 5 years. One refers to the incident that went semi-viral in the hot summer months of 2012, and the other refers to the legendary narration of the event in the cold November of 2017. Now, if I'm being honest, I actually did consider ripping the script from the Top 15's video to explain the 4chan incident as a joke, but I'm pretty sure that's a bit too far. Anyways, July 16th, 2012. One of 4chan's many degenerates somehow landed himself a job. What did he do with this new shot at financial freedom? This! Anon uploaded an image of him standing in the lettuce bins with the caption of, "This is the lettuce you eat at Burger King." I personally believe you can only appreciate just how disgusting this is if you've worked in a kitchen and know just how god-awful the floors are. I'd gag, but I'm dead inside. Now, what Anon did is in direct violation with one of the golden rules of the internet. Do not fuck with 4chan. Not because they're necessarily skilled or scary, but instead that they're complete degenerates that can spend their entire day trying to take you down while you work your job or, have friends. Now, there was nothing particularly identifiable about the image presented. It looked like a run-of-the-mill Burger King kitchen. But anyone who knows about digital cameras and phones knows that there's a curious little thing called EXIF data. Now, EXIF data is a simple little thing that tracks the camera settings at the time the image was taken. Things like flash mode, shutter speed, white balance, and don't forget altitude, longitude, and latitude. So this absolute fool, this goober, just gave his exact geographical location to 4chan. And boy, did they have a field day with it. They tracked the GPS to a Burger King in Mayfield Heights, Ohio. A quick Google search for their contact information later, and the manager started getting some very concerning calls. Keep in mind this all happened over the course of 20 minutes. The manager simply stated, "Oh, I know who that is. He's getting fired." Now, that would be the end of it, but if you know 4chan, you know that these mongrels can never let dead things lie. They decided the next best course of action was to contact the local news stations about this incident to shame and embarrass Anon for ever trying such a stunt. But this caught a bigger spark than any of them anticipated. Firstly, someone compiled all the screenshots of the thread and posted it to iFunny, which consequently blew up on the site. July 17th, 2012, Cleveland.com, a local news station, posted the article titled, "Photo of Mayfield Heights Burger King employee standing in lettuce dishes creates discussion on our Facebook page." Just one day later, Today published an article about the whole incident, after which both Gawker and the Daily Dot followed suit. This was now a national story, just as a fuck you to that one Anon that tried to mess with people's food. You gotta love revenge stories. Luckily for Anon, that is where the story mostly died. We can assume he was eventually able to move on from this whole mess and maybe check his damn attitude once in a while. And finally, just like many others, the story was shelved in the Library of Alexandria. That is the amount of times 4chan has fucked with people. Never again to be brought towards the light. Well, until November 11th, 2017, of course. Chills released a video to his second channel, Top 15s, under the title Top 15 Mysteries Solved by 4chan. Now, the best part about this video is just how sudden he gets into it. Chills goes in raw, and from the first second of the video, it's already extremely powerful. Now, many people viewing this clip observed its pure, raw power and knew that it had to be preserved for future generations. The first person to upload a clip of the now famous sequence to YouTube is known as Ling, eventually gathering over 300,000 views to this day. Several other YouTubers clipped different segments of the same sequence over the next couple months, and out of the 3 most popular uploads, they gathered a total of 13 million views, most of which came from YouTuber Madison. Reddit, never one far behind developing memes, posted to the Copy Pasta subreddit the entire script of the original sequence. This post gained 577 upvotes, which is actually like fucking nothing, but whatever. The original video itself wasn't doing bad either. Today, it stands at almost 7 million views in its own right. As memes do, however, once the original clip began to lose its magic, people took notice and started to remix it. Grande, on March 2nd, 2018, uploaded a mix between Burger King foot lettuce and the "You So Fucking Precious" meme. This upload stands at 3.5 million views now. Salty DK Dan, great channel by the way, uploaded a video 3 days later where he narrates the same script with a normal inflection. This video stands now at 350,000 views. After these two uploads, it became a firestorm of remixes, rereadings, and general retardery. However, the man himself, Chills, is much more interesting to me. And after a couple months of back and forth communication, Chills and I have an interview to do. Some of these questions are from myself, and others are from fans in my Discord, which you should join if you like living. Anyways, let's get into it. Hello everybody, we're here with an interview with Chills.
Hello.
Hey there. Now obviously this is about the Burger King foot lettuce meme, so I guess let's just jump into it.
Sounds good.
Alright. Was the original lines like meant to be a joke, or were you aware that it was kind of absurd in a way?
Not really at the time. I can certainly see in hindsight how it could be taken a little bit bizarre and the humor in the situation. I think reviewing that script, the only part that stood out to me as a little odd was just the amount of times Burger King was said in that entry. But it was a member of the team I work with. Her name's Jessica, who wrote that script, and I trusted her judgment, so I didn't make any changes to it, and the rest is just history.
All right. So the odd thing that I kind of found about the video is that even though the meme itself got massive, like one of the original clip that someone took out has 12 million views, the video itself isn't even the most popular video on your channel by a long shot. So why do you think that was the video that kind of took off?
See, that's a bit more of a difficult question to answer. I do find that interesting as well, that it seemed like that entry separate had a lot more potential for, memes and internet popularity, but the grand scope of the video didn't. So I'm sure just maybe I've covered other topics that are just more interesting to people who are viewing my content, for the analysis or what's being talked about, where that specific entry on its own just had a lot more, comedic value. And I think that's why, it was able to take off by itself, but not necessarily as a part of the entire video.
It also might have been that, the video immediately started with, number 15 Burger King foot lettuce. I think. But yeah. Anyways, do you still like the video in hindsight, just as the video itself?
I do. The original topic, I really enjoyed. I really like making videos covering 4chan, and then just the fact that this whole meme was able to stem from it. I think I just like it even more. It was really interesting in that way that, especially that it took a couple months for that meme to take off as the video was published. Just I thought nothing of it, just that it was a regular upload, and then fast forward 4 months, and then this all just started to transpire.
I gotcha. Now, one thing that I asked my fans in my Discord if they had any questions for you, and as fans are, most of them were just very bad questions. But one of them that seemed to pop up a whole lot was, do you play up your voice a little bit for some of the videos you do? Or is it more of a natural thing?
Well, I think probably the easiest way to put it is I don't think I'm really doing anything to exaggerate how I talk. I think this is just, how I feel like I naturally sound reading a script. I don't know, maybe if there's less emotion in my voice as a result of me just being so engrossed in just reading that script and making sure I just don't screw up a sentence or, just trying to make sure the narration at least sounds somewhat smooth. I think as time has progressed, I think I've almost done better at just like correcting how I talk, especially in just like sort of normal conversations. But I just think at this point in time, it's just such a big part of the channel. It wouldn't be wise to, actively try to change how I talk.
I understand that. For me too, like reading a script for some reason is so much harder when you're speaking it out than like just talking normally. When I cut down audio, it's like 12 minutes of audio, and then when I cut it down, it's 4 minutes because I mess up so much.
Yeah, man, the struggle is real.
You mentioned other people that help you script as sort of part of a team. Do you occasionally script your own videos? And if you do you occasionally try to like put some humorous phrases in just for fun?
So I don't write as many of the scripts just on my own as I did before. I feel like at this point in time, with just like trying to get as much content out, and especially on a regular basis, I handle a lot more of like the proofreading and like the production side of the videos. So the scripts that I've written in the past entirely myself, I don't think I was ever trying to do anything comedic with them. I kind of have my suspicions that, after the foot lettuce meme, some of the more writers on the team might be trying to throw in maybe some humorous phrases here or there. But I guess I have no way of telling for sure.
I gotcha. All right. Now, you seem to be pretty positive about this, but I just want to make sure. Do you think the meme in general has had a positive or negative impact on you and your channels?
Oh, this meme has been a blessing, man.
That's a fantastic thing to hear.
Yeah, no, it's been fantastic. It was really cool just watching how it grew, and then I think when it initially started happening, I didn't want to like acknowledge it or pay too much attention to it publicly, just because I didn't want people to think like I was kind of milking it. But then over time, as I just kind of saw that it was becoming just more and more of a part of, just like the actual core community of my channels, I think I was just more and more open to just like, playing along with the joke.
I gotcha. Okay, so this was another fan-submitted question. What do you normally order at Burger King?
You know what, man? I'm not the biggest patron of Burger King. I think the last time I was there, I got some it was like a chicken sandwich, and it wasn't great. But I'm pretty sure Burger King has mozzarella sticks. And if I'm remembering correctly, it might just be here in Canada. I will 100% always get the mozzarella sticks.
When you had that chicken sandwich, did you have any lettuce with it?
You bet.
All right, sweet. That means you trust Burger King.
I do, man. Maybe just not that specific one from the actual entry that was being talked about. I think it was Mayfield Heights, Ohio.
Yeah. So then, if you aren't a patron at Burger King, do you go to many fast food chains? Like, what's your favorite?
McDonald's by far. One of my demons is definitely getting McDonald's, man. And with like today's day and age, like Uber Eats, Skip the Dishes is really popular here in Canada. You can get McDonald's delivered to your house 24 hours a day. So, it'll always be a favorite of mine. I know Tim Hortons is a Canadian chain. They do kind of a mix of fast food, and it's also a coffee shop. Super, super popular here in Canada, and that's another big favorite of mine.
Yeah, I've heard about Tim Hortons, mainly from Northern Lion, a streamer I watch, but yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know what it is, man. It's just like, Canadians, they take their Tim Hortons seriously.
All right, we have one more question. But you don't have to do it if you don't want to. It's just, do you think you could recreate the original meme right here, right now?
I'm pretty confident I could. Let me pull up the entry Here we go. It's right here. Reddit copy pasta.
Oh yeah, that was one of the posts that started to ignite it.
Definitely. All right. You want the whole thing or just the classic first sentence?
Like up to that might be what you get.
All right. Number 15. Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you'd want in your Burger King burger is someone's foot fungus. But as it turns out, that might be what you get.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
This was a fantastic experience. All right.
Likewise, man. The Cursed Judge, man. Creator of the infamous Cursed Images subreddit. You got the chills endorsement, man.
All right. Thank you. Have a good night.
You too, man. Thank you again. This was really cool. Have a good one.
You too. Thanks, Past Me. Now, I'm pretty sure that Chills doesn't need a shout out from me, but his information will still be in the description below. The meme had its run, as all of them do, but what came out of it afterwards? Well, in our epilogue, there's now a dedicated group of people that hunt for moments just like Burger King foot lettuce. Several compilation videos have been made of Chills clips out of context, made hilarious by his iconic delivery. As well, a Twitter account called No Context Chills was opened in April of 2019, and is currently nearing 50,000 followers. Okay, the video's done now. Get the hell out of my house.